Celestials. I always say it too early. Good morning, Celestials. Oh my gosh, this is part 2 of my day 26 of Loving Myself Live in the Mix for 2026, because the part 1 did not fully go through. I could tell it wasn't going through while I was watching it. It was a 15-minute video, and I think only a minute and 38 held. And it's because I walked all the way to the peacock pen. I thought it would be fun to walk to the peacock pen and feed the peacocks, but it cut off my internet. So basically what I was saying is today is about being committed to your self-love. I'm just going to go through it really quick because I do want this to be recorded and part of the thing. So we're going to do a part 2 really quick where I just go back over the things that I went over in part 1. You can go watch the part 1, whatever it's going to be, because YouTube's going to end up editing it down. It was a 15-minute video that got edited to a minute 30. So yeah, there's a lot missing from it. Anyway, I was talking about how I'm committed to my self-love. I'm committed to showing up every single day, and I'm so grateful for my commitments. Everything that I've done in my self-love journey beforehand has caused me to love more. My love is growing. I'm able to love people more because I love myself more. I am so grateful for my commitments, and I'm committed to doing this, and I will continue to show up. And then other thing that I talked about was how it's okay to uncommit. It's fine to uncommit, and I'm not afraid to uncommit, just like I'm not afraid to commit. If I'm committed, I will continue to show up until I feel like I can't no more, and then I will tell you I can't show up anymore, and then I will uncommit. I don't like ghosters. I don't think that they help the world. I think they make the world a worse place. But I'm not a ghoster. I'll let you know why I can no longer commit, and I will uncommit in a heartbeat. But right now, I am committed. I'm committed to continuing to show up for this self-love journey, and I'm so grateful for my previous commitments in the past. It has grown my love and my ability to love even more. Whenever you love yourself, you have more love to be able to give others, and I love that because I love loving people, and I love loving people in my life, and I love showing up for people. So I love showing up for me, because the more I show up for me, the more I'm able to show up for others. So now I know that the internet's working. It's not doing that glitchy thing it was doing last time. So, and that's another thing, find Jesus Christ. That's another thing that I talked about on the other live that got cut off, was Jesus. Yesterday, I was talking to Jesus. Like I said, I don't have to believe in Jesus. I walk and I talk with Jesus. And again, so I'm like trying to rush this because I'm out of time. But yeah, I was talking to Jesus yesterday, and I was talking to Jesus about the rulers of this earth, and how the rulers of this earth are dark magicians, and how they rule with fear, and how whenever you have fear or hatred, the hatred comes from a fear. It's like a fear of the dark rulers ruling and turning this world into darkness, and so you hate them and you hate what they're doing. Like Jesus explained that to me. He explained how the hatred comes from fear of these dark magicians, and he explained to me how you will not be able to overcome dark magicians with fear. They literally pull your strings with the fear, and you need to be able to love the dark magicians in order to be able to overcome them. The more people that approaches them with love, the more we're going to be able to overcome them and move into the next eon, which, anyway, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing. I don't necessarily want to say that. What I do want to say is the love for the dark magicians that rule this world is very powerful, and we do not want to move in fear with what they're doing. Don't move in fear, move in love, and try to find a way, if you can, to love the dark magician rulers of the world. I work on that. I do. I work on it my dang self, because it's not easy, and I had to talk to Jesus about it. I literally was like, Jesus, I understand the power of love. I understand that they move with the power of fear. I understand that. I understand that the power of love is stronger than the power of fear, but my goodness, Jesus, sometimes it is difficult. And he had mercy on me, and he asked me to have mercy on myself, and it was a beautiful conversation. It really was. It was a beautiful thing. I discussed it more in depth with the one that got deleted, but here we are. And I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah. Move in love. That's the Jesus that he taught me to move in love. If your Jesus teaches you to move in fear and to move in hate, then that's your Jesus. And your Jesus is just as right for you, I guess. You know, my Jesus would never tell me to do that. But I'm grateful that, yeah. So you think that the evil rulers are flesh and blood? You think that's what I'm talking about, is the flesh and blood evil rulers? The flesh and blood evil rulers rule by fair, but not the other ones? Not the authorities and powers? You really think that the authorities and powers move in love, but the flesh and blood, those move in fear. There's no authority or power that would move and attach fear strings to people and move them with those fear strings. They actually attach love strings. That's your biblical Jesus. If that's your Jesus, then okay, go ahead. There's people out there that literally think that the powers and rulers they rule in love, not fear, and those are the enemies of those people's Jesus. So anyway, I don't know, you guys. I know I'm like, you'd have to read the comments. So for we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers, which is what I said. Evil rulers is what I said. What I said was evil rulers. I didn't say flesh and blood. I said the evil rulers use fear. They use fear. That's what I said, is they use fear. And the authorities of the unseen world against mighty powers in the stark world and against evil spirits. So that's what I was responding to, you guys. Whew, I'm rushing this because I'm out of time and I gotta go. And that makes me so sad because I wish I could talk more about this. Anyway, if you think that the rulers of the world operate in love, then go ahead and choose fear and run in fear and be ruled by fear. I think that they operate by fear, and love is what will defeat them. And I'm going to work with my Jesus the way that I do. I'm going to walk and talk with Jesus, and we're going to move in love. So, and I'm going to love the rulers. The evil rule, I'm going to love them. I'm going to love them. You don't get to choose for me. So anyway, I'm committed to this. I'm committed to love. I'm committed to self-love. I'm committed to showing up in love. If you don't like it, bye. See you later. I'm not committed to growing. I'm not committed to growing subscribers. I'm not committed to having money. I'm not committed to any of that. I'm committed to love. Love in this world, spreading love and showing love. So, all right, beloveds, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but the power of love and a sound mind. Not biblical. Okay, so apparently you should run in fear because it's not biblical to be in love. And, you know, that's fine. I don't want to be biblical. If it's more biblical to run on fear than it is love, then I don't want to be biblical. I don't want to be biblical. Like, y'all can have your Bible, y'all can be biblical all you want, and you can run in the spirit of fear. Have fun with your spirit of fear. I'm going to have fun with my spirit of love. And anyone that wants to join me here with love, you are welcome. Otherwise, I don't know. Have fun with your fear. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to love you and your ability to go with fear just like your Bible teaches you to. Have fun with that. All right, beloveds, thank you so much for joining me today. This was a crazy one. This was part two. I know it worked better because I had people showing up and telling me that it's better to run in fear. It's biblical to run with fear. It's not biblical to be loving. So I'm grateful for you, and go ahead and go with your Bible of fear, and I will go with my love, and I'm shaking like crazy. Who knows why? Anyway, yeah, that's part two. I'm committed to love. I'll keep showing up in love, and I'm so grateful to be here. I will be back tomorrow for day 27 of this self-love journey. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful time.